Also, I need to remember to take a screenshot, like, as soon as I load in tonight. I, like, because we're moving and everything, I did end up taking screenshots of the base before I started deconstructing it, which was good, but, now I actually need a location in the world so that when we move. So before I do anything, let's just get this. Also, welcome in, Master Waffleton. Was it there was scratch? Be careful when the first one got ruined that way. See, my first one just years ago was F12. Hold up. Yeah. And I'll just zoom out a bit. Whoa, shit. Come back here. Come back here. I don't think he'll pick up the extra screenshot, but hold up. Okay, so where we're moving, hold up. How do I get this moved? There we go. We're moving here. There? One more down. There. Alright, so that's where we're going. I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, now I've got that. For the love of God, before I fucking forget everything. Because I know I will, right? I'll fucking forget to take that for prosperity's sake, and then I'll be like, oh no, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, no, my first fucking drawing tablet that I ever had was like, I don't know, I think I was like probably 17, 18 or something, so technology back then was like very weak source, and all I tended to find was I was really lucky the one that I had a protective plastic shield over it that you drew on to protect the actual sensor board. The plastic sheet thing was replaceable, but my biggest gripe with that one was that the actual nib on the pen tip wasn't. This one, though, holy fuck. I didn't realize it came with like 8 fucking nibs to replace it. And you could just interchange them wherever the fuck you feel like it. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. Fucking hell. Got me a little overexcited, honestly. But yeah, the things I nerd out about. Was it early writing tablets were garbage? Yeah. They fucking were. They really were. The only difference though between that and the one I've got is it was a little bit more stable to draw with. The one I've got now, I apparently either draw very jittery or I need to fashion myself some kind of a drawing glove so that I can glide better over it. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'll just cut up some like cotton glove or some shit like that. It'll do it. My old one was nothing fancy. It was like one of those tennis wristband things. Right. So back in my base. Also, welcome, Mathless. My base is starting to get deconstructed. I literally only just built this food part. I hit play, and we're already deconstructed. So we've got a couple of rooms already taken down. I need to make transport pods. I've researched them. So I've done all my research, right? I've done all my vanilla research. I've got Starflight Basics here that I'm not going to start going into, but where is the pods? Please tell me that's not in part of this. No, it's not. It must be back here somewhere. Yeah, transport pod. So I've got to make these because so long as I have enough steel, I realized I could just launch 150 kilos of my base stuff at a time to a new location. And I don't have to waste time with that going into a caravan. So, yeah, very good. That was actually a conversation that started between me and a viewer on YouTube, and that's where that ended up. So sometimes just having a conversation in the comments can give me ideas, and they're good ideas. I'm expecting everybody to have an absolute tantrum and just yeet out of life, because we added like 20 people last week, as you guys can see, and it was really peaceful, which is weird. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to deconstruct first. Sky's still in here. I still need half a prison. I don't want to take any more prisoners, so I'm gonna leave the one prison we got, but I'm gonna kind of like unfurbish some of the extra shit in here. I don't think we need that, honestly. If I take extra prisoners, it will be still winter. It's the 4th of August, so it's going to be cold. If somebody has to be housed in these areas, it's going to be cold, but we'll have the spare beds if I need it. They require a little campfire to keep warm because these aren't solid walls. The heat kind of escapes, apparently. I normally double wall everything, but I didn't. I had fun with the design. I wasn't going for like literal stuff. I literally had fun with the design. I'll leave the prisoner in there and go. So he'll have his own survivor story. No, I'm trying to keep all my people. Plus, this one we only just got her. What's her setting? She's on reduced resistance. She's just really pissed off. She wanted to leave, and I captured her and threw her back in here. Also, mate, that's not an eating area for you. Let's stop this being. It's already not a gathering spot. The fuck you two doing in here? Are you deconstructing, or are you just hanging out? I'm hoping they're deconstructing. So I made like an impromptu like outdoor dining area. I've done outdoor dining areas for RimWorld, but never in the crevice between buildings. I just figured it's right next to the food area and it's right next to where shit's getting built, and I just like broke down the actual dining area, so it should be fine. Burrow's got inspired creativity, so that's pretty awesome. Now I do want to see, where's my roofs? I did remove them. Cool. I just don't want roofs and shit to collapse them. I also ended up making a coffee after that fucking failed situation with that fucking prime, was it icy pop drink that almost made me vomit. I ended up making a nice coffee, but now I'm looking at it and it looks savage. I made it so fucking like extra strong. It's got like, I'm using like pod coffees and instant coffee, and it's got like a solid tablespoon of like instant coffee plus like 2 level 10 pod coffees in it, plus like milk and ice and stuff. And I'm like, I don't really want it to like get weak sauce with the ice. What the fuck is going on here? But yeah, it might be a little bit too strong, maybe. I was enthusiastic. That's the main thing. Yeah, you guys should actually finish one of these when you start. So see how it's made by like Jackal? And if I click on the next one, it's made by Rego. So each person comes in here. See how he's working on something? He works on one thing, puts it down, fucks off. Somebody else starts working on it, so he has to wait. So maybe he gets the other machine and starts making something instead of finishing something. Love it. It sounds horrible. Look, the fucking prime drink was pretty horrible. That was something. That was one of those cases where, as far as like a fucking sub goal goes, that is challenging me. Like, you guys got me there and it's wonderful and everything, but holy fuck, that is a challenge. That's something. I wasn't expecting that to be as bad as it was. I was kind of just expecting it to be like maybe a bit bad, but holy shit. I literally, like, I sniffed it. I had a drink, and I'm like, oh, it smells alright. And I tasted it. I'm like, this tastes really interesting. I'm like, ugh. It was like one of those cat scenarios where you hear them start blopping somewhere in the house, and you're like, oh no. Everybody that has a fucking cat knows what the fuck I'm on about with that. Anybody that doesn't have a cat is probably so fucking lost right now. It's like, blopping. What the fuck is blopping? Like, you'll get it. Look it up. It's a term. It's a literal term. It's not. Yeah, so I cleared out a couple of areas here. I also cleared out Azula's bed, so she's got a blanket now coming into summer. So she's having a little bit of a sulk about that. She's not happy, but I need to clean up the desk and it needs a wash. So she's having a pout. All right, so I still got my things to cremate things. I don't have enough beds because we took an extra 20 people. The only good thing is these guys are having a smart thing. They're sleeping in here, which is nice because half the time they'll normally just go and sleep in the fridge, like Jung. Jung, mate, do you not have a bed? Are you on the way to hypothermia? You might be. Also, I think I have either somebody's tantrum. Like, I don't actually know the names of like basically half of this row. I took on so many people at once. It's hard to keep up. So I'm seeing people like, there's Loop, apparently. I know Barnes and Falcon, Vincent, Grim, of course, Grim. I'm not sure if I know Campbell. It's been interesting. What else have we got? Also, I remembered the thing that I couldn't fucking remember last night. So I got the fucking pillow that has ear holes and stuff, which was really nice. I could get that on top of getting Nick the Payday game, which was really cool, for his birthday tomorrow. And I've been sleeping better. I'm not experiencing any ear pain anymore, and my neck pain stopped. Like, pretty much almost completely. So that pillow that I had must have been absolute shit, because for such a immediate response, yeah, I wasn't really expecting it, but it really did change how I sleep. So even if I'm not sleeping as long, which I keep waking up in like the early afternoon, I'm kind of like getting better sleep. So it's kind of good. I do want to take a couple of these things with me, but I want to make it that I don't steal too many, because they'll have a tantrum if they don't have it here, but they'll have a tantrum if they don't have it at a new place. So this is slowly going to get absolutely junked up. I wish I could move that the fuck out of the door, and I'm not really sure why they put that shit there. I did move this to try to, like, stop them from storing that, because this is tainted. The only way I could change it is making an area that stockpile is tainted, which I've got. Got fresh and rotten, and I thought I'd change this to... Maybe I changed it back. Let's see. Buildings, no. It would be apparel. I don't know specifically what that is. Probably armor. Let's see. Let's go with... Let's say it could be bi-coded, could be un-bi-coded. I don't really care what. Burnable, unburnable. All these things can go on. I don't want clean apparel. I want tainted stuff. Now, my only problem with this is I think it comes under armor. The fuck was that? Something caught fire. Alright, that's fine. Let's count that for all of this and see if they move it. Because last time I think I only applied this, and I think I really needed to apply, like, armor. And if they could just move it the fuck out of the doorway, there's a good chance that a lot of things in here won't expire. So immediately they just... Why was there a flak vest in there in the first place? Was it let's eat somebody? Monkey? No. Also, Phineas has just joined us. Here's your bed. Let me get that. There you go. Yeah. I don't know if you heard it, Monkey, but I tried the fucking icy hole prime energy drink, and I almost immediately threw up. It was fantastic. Glad I could experience that one. Oh my god. We've got some of the bedrolls in here. I've got some sculptures. I've got all my excellent sculptures already moved in here. I've got some fabricating stuff. These are things I want to move. I've already taken some vitals monitors. I've got some good quality hospital beds. I've got some spare batteries, stuff like that. This is all stuff I'm looking to move. Like, I could just deconstruct that and take it with me. But what I do need to do, and yes, I am building my bedrolls outside. I don't know where else people build their bedrolls, but I like to build them in weird places. I was going to extend this up so that all this is now, when it comes into spring... See, a lot of my people will have to move stuff, but there's still going to have to be a number of people that's left behind that are doing, you know, base stuff. So the only thing I could think of was, since I've got... I'm thinking I should put it next to this area. Like maybe down here, because then they'll grab stuff in here and then they'll launch it. The other thing too is I want food as well launched. Mystic. I need... Where is it? I haven't built one of these for so long. Like, literally, I haven't built this since Asora. I could build it, like, all the way up there. It doesn't really matter. So long as it's not undercover, which it'll tell you, like, there's undercover. So I could literally build these, like, right here. It probably wouldn't matter too much. My only thing is I'll need to have... I will need fuel for that. And I do have some biofuel. Now that I think about it. Yeah, chem fuel stuff. That's right. Yeah, I've got some. This thing's been making, like, constantly. Just endless fucking chem reactors. See, they moved that. Why can't you move this piece of shit? Fine, I'll fucking extend the area. Let's see you fill up this area with all the tainted shit that shouldn't be in here. I literally have a corpse disposal zone down here for tainted stuff as well. But it's apparently too far away for them to give two fucks about. I just want them to move this one thing. Like, I don't think it's a big ass, but apparently it's an epic ass, and I'm asking too much. So, let's see. Let's just grab fucking everything there. Did I not grab utility stuff? Yeah, fine. I'll do it manually. It'd be great. What was that? Somebody's having a major break risk? Yeah, so the only thing I don't want here is clean stuff. So nothing they could actually wear. I just want shit stuff to go outside. They're supposed to be smelting this. Okay? all these things that are metal, flak vests, and recon marine armor and all that and stuff. Like, I see her bringing in something now. It's a fucking tainted quality. Where did you bring that from? Like, I wonder, can you... No, it will tell you to pick it up. But what about you, Rose? You could do hauling. Can you move that, please, for the love of fuck? That's all I ask of you people, is just to move one item literally one square over. Holy shit. Right now, you guys fucking saw everything. They did something. They did something fucking... I'm fucking saving this. I'm not going back to deal with that. No fucking way. If I don't have to, I'm not dealing with that again. Also, I'll put that on both my saves. Be great. I love this. Wolf is literally feeding one of my panthers milk. It's awesome. Nightwolf is a fucking fantastic fucking community member, honestly. Alright. Also, what's on fire? Oh yeah, that's right over there. That's fine. Nothing really important. How's the animals going? Kill it. There's a squirrel in the vicinity. Alright, so I'm expecting this to like really junk up and have issues. I've got 2 of these. The only thing is I need one, at least one over here. Shoe's having a daze, but that's fine. We'll build this. I'll see if I can get away with 2. I don't know if I've got enough fuel for it, but I'll see. The only other thing I've got to do is apparently you actually have to manually make the pods with them once they get made. It'll sit like here on each one. So each one of these is like 60 steel and a component, but if I go out over to the edge where we can actually see my stats, I know if you're watching on a phone, you're not going to be able to see this, but there's like 7,900 steel. I'm hoping to get a little bit more of that by deconstructing stuff that I don't need throughout the base. And I've got 191 components, so we should be okay to send a few out. Everybody's doing a great job with like making food. We've got 9,000, literally the over 9,000 joke of fucking survival meals. We've got 4,000 simple meals. That's really good. This stuff will keep them happy. Pemmican, 22,000. Yeah, we can travel with this stuff. We can travel with this. It'll be fine. And all the fresh shit. My problem is that I have to get a fridge set up with like the coolers and stuff like that at a new location before I can send extra food. So I have to use things like pemmican and survival meals, for instance. And it is going to take me a while to get like 22,000 pemmican out of my base. I'm pretty much... Something else I had to do too was I kind of have to take the restriction off my hauling animals breeding. Because I'm going to need a lot of them. Like, I'm going to need a lot going back and forth. I just want to see what I've got restricted in here. For some reason I had turkeys at some point. Fine. We'll get rid of that. I don't need that, like, done. Let's see. Husky. We had guinea pigs at one point. I'll leave the guinea pigs on because we keep getting those come and, like, join our base. The donkeys, I sort of don't want them because they don't really produce anything extra other than, like, some mild hauling. Phoenix, what are you doing? You're like passive aggressively sitting beside me for no other reason than to do so. Let's see. Rhinos, that would be why I've got like decent meats. See, 3. I kind of want the females to come up through numbers. So let's see. Sheep, all that stuff. Yaks. Here we go. Okay, I kind of want like 25. It's going to take a lot to tame all these animals. So I'm really hoping my people are up for the fucking challenge. We lost a lot of horses at 1.2. Buffaloes, 25. This is going to be a lot. The worst part is at some point I have to recull them. So this is all our female adults. Our male adults won't change because I need the females to go up because the more females we've got, the more they can produce offspring, the more I have immediately to refill these numbers, and or once they hit their limit, I have a fuck ton of like meat animals to cull, so that's worth it. If I do that for the males, all I'm going to get is a lot of males very slowly. And while they'll do their hauling and stuff, they ain't giving me much more in like products except for fur. So, yeah. I thought that said lean for a second there, and I'm like, okay, but it's Lan. What are you doing, Phoenix? I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just like sitting here. It's like almost like falling asleep upright. Hunter Rex. Yeah, that's it. Animal starvation. Yeah, all my ducks and sows and stuff. I did sell off a heap of these. Some of these are coming into a point where they're going to start having starvation because we apparently cannot physically make enough food for them. And they have grazed the fuck out of this paddock. Like, even if it was during a harvestable time of the year, they can't harvest. So our food marker at the moment is basically we're negative by, like, we need 71 extra nutrition consumption because it also doesn't count in here where I have the food. And I do want to rebuild the second part of that fence, but I'll tell you what, I might actually take that apart, get the extra wood. It's a bit of a risk because then I have to deal with the whole noise of like, oh, your animals are like free roaming. They don't have a pen, but we'll see how that goes. I'll also need to come back and fix up where they're gonna do that. Hold up. I don't want this, and I don't want that to lose it. They should only like uninstall like whatever the top layer is. They'll only leave like electronics behind it, so it should be fine. This is a big risk too. Is if I get attacked while I'm trying to move, I could be in a really risky scenario where a lot of my people are home, and half of my people are away, and I'm getting attacked by a larger group of people for the total number of my colony, but I don't have that home. The other thing too is that when I travel, my caravans are probably going to get attacked too because I'm going to be hauling a lot of like precious materials. So the only good thing is I don't have a persona core. That's the only one good thing that I don't have. Thank fucking God I didn't ever get off one of my allies or do a quest. Because pretty much once you've got one of those things, you just under attack all the time. Let's see. I will get rid of the second pen, or actually, you know what? I will leave the hauling pen as it is. I feel like these guys need to be more secure. Also, in the future, I'll do a better double pen situation. Hopefully, it won't be as crap as this. I don't know what kind of a map I'm going to get, by the way. I could have big stone mountains in the way. I could have like a river or a weird lake or a heap of like, you know, marshy lands or mountains and stuff. Where's my terrain? Like where the yellow stuff is, like you can't like grow on that. You could build, but like where the red stuff is, like that is like a roof overhead, or you can't build on those areas as well. Like I'm slowly making some of it better because I've got these like moisture pumps, which are that one's at full capacity. Some of them look like they are. What the fuck? Did my raid thing? There it is. A fucking delay. Fucking welcome in, Shallian Raiders. That has not been working properly for a while. How is fucking, was it lie of pi or lie of p, whatever the fuck you said it was? I wasn't able to watch for the last couple of hours, but I did see for like quite a bit. Yeah, all my channel alerts, all my sounds have literally been going like to shit lately for like the last couple of weeks. Like I've repaired, I've done all that stuff, and it just keeps going to like crap. So yeah, fucking welcome in. How was the first stream back in a week? You went for quite a while. You still feeling good? That's it. Legrand's sad wanderer. There's a raid. Let's eat. Don't eat the people monkey. We talked about this. Don't eat fucking visitors and shit. Fucking hell. Also, I'm in the process of deconstructing my base at the moment because we're gonna move. So I'll show you guys that in a sec. I've just got to check my power grid's still getting sufficient power. I'll be getting it from the bottom section, but I think we need, not waterproof, I just need normal. Like here, that'll do it. As long as I've got some power going through here, that will be fine. I think like there will do it. What's that? Liza Pie. Yeah, that fucking sounds a little bit better. I keep going to say like Life of Pie, and then I kind of like just absolutely butcher it because that's what I do. Was it just one person per raid? Seems you're not eating one person per raid, monkey. What's it? It's not Liza Pie. I pretty much figure it's Liza P. Fucking hell. Shelly, I was like this close to like looking up what the fucking game was actually physically called before I started. Because I'm like, just in case you happen to come visit later, whether you raid or not, I'm like, all I assume is gonna happen is I'm gonna butcher the name of the game again, and you're gonna be so fucking triggered about it. And I'll just keep like butchering it in different ways over and over. And you'll just feel like, oh my god, like just dying of cringe in the background. But fucking hell. What's it? You're calling it Liza Pie now. That's what I've been fucking referring to it as. I'm just like, if they're gonna call it that, why not? Is it Lisa? Was it Lisa Pie? Is it Lisa? No. Also, I'm glad you specified in a pie, monkey, because that was going places. I was going some sus places. Yes, this is my fucking colony. I'm in the process of deconstructing so we can move. I'm also in the process of trying to get my various herd animals to reproduce like fucking flies, so I have enough animals to like reproduce. What is roaming away and why? The fuck is it roaming away? Where is the gap? Is it there? Is it literally because of the turret? Okay. Fine. Structure. What the fuck is a fence? Tell you what, we'll put this back since it's such a big fucking deal. There could be a moment, I'll be back. I'm gonna get something to eat. Yeah, no worries. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's just that spot that they're having a little shit fit about. I've removed the second wall of the fence, or I'm removing the second wall of the fence. I'm gonna have so much extra resources laying around. Best thing is I know a few people are like extra triggered, but you know what I should do actually is I should probably start making like a couple of extra bedrolls in here since I need them for transport anyway. What kind of materials have I got a lot of? Let's see. I have a lot of plain leather, a lot of light leather. Yeah, all right. Plain leather and light leather. I'll just go with some plain leather stuff. That'll be all right. Let's do plain leather. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll just fucking junk up this place. It'll be the worst barracks that anybody's lived in. If I get a couple of good beds out of it, great. At least most of my colonists is going to have somewhere to sleep. I've got like 128 beds, I think, from memory. And I have 186 colonists. So, I mean, some of them are in relationships, like Seal and Grenade. Like, they're fine. They're doing the right thing by conserving bed space. But not everybody has decided to like shack up into a relationship situation. What's going on? Quest of supplies, shack of supplies, a legendary shield belt. All right. I'm not really taking on. That's right. I forgot I was zoomed out. I'm not really taking on quests at the moment because I'm trying to move. But yeah, that's actually not that far away. That wouldn't be too bad. That belt's okay. What did it say was protecting anybody? Since it might be an unknown threat. Well, that could be anything. Like, there's literally a gold pile out here too, by the way. It's like right there. So my base is here. I have all my allies that I'm all familiar with and chummy and all that shit. And I'm just going to up and fucking move up to here. That's where we're going. I believe they can take this road. So I might get attacked near there. I might get attacked near there. I could get attacked anywhere. But I'm really hopeful that I may be able to just highway it because this is the old type of normal road. Was it ancient asphalt road? Most of these like dirt roads and stuff like that. So yeah, it should be kind of the same-ish climate as my current existing place. I'm kind of hoping. It might not. Last time I moved a colony, I didn't have multiple settlements enabled. So what basically happened was we got everybody out of my base and we moved to a new location. Everybody had a tantrum. Half my colony died. The other half killed most of the animals and or the other half of the colony. Shit just went sour. And then we arrived and it was a permanent winter location. So we couldn't grow any grass or anything like that because at the moment it's winter, right? So we've got no plant matter for any of my like menagerie of fucking animals, right? So with that, basically all my herding animals died. Pretty much all of my barn and other creatures died. I basically only had meat as a supply in indoor grow rooms, which were a little bit hard to get underway to begin with. So by the time I had moved, I'd lost probably a good portion of my fucking colony. And then the attacks started. And they were frequent and numerous. And it was just one of those things where I wasn't ready for, apparently once you move base, it just goes to fucking chaos. So that was fantastic. So I'm kind of wondering when I move, is it going to go absolutely fucking ballistic like that again? Also, I'm making pod launchers at the moment. So my hope, I don't have a pod down here yet, but if I was to set that up, I can go to a pretty fucking far radius. I can fill this with a heap of stuff. Once they've built it, obviously, I don't have the pod yet. But once that's built, I can find out where the launch radius is, and then I can set the fuel level. And the more fuel level I've got, the further it's going to fly. And I'm really hoping, since I'm just made fucking 4 of them, that if I at least hit it to max, I might be able to launch it all the way up to here. Or at least be able to meet one of my fucking caravans on the way or some shit, you know? Because if it's outside that radius, I'm going to probably have a problem where I just don't have enough, resources. Also, I'm junking up this space. Some of my people are just sleeping places because I don't have space for them. I'm making bedrolls. It's literally like breathing hypothermia to just chill out here. It's not supposed to be, but you know what? Uninstall that too. I thought I uninstalled 3. I see 2. I don't see a third one. What's the third one? Alright. I'm not sure. It'll be fine. I could probably actually uninstall these, because what are they bringing up? They're bringing up marble. I do want that for the new location. I do want marble rock, but I think I'm just going to get rid of those, because I don't need them. There's another one over here somewhere. There. Sass, go back. I will get rid of my moisture pumps, because at this point I don't need them. Let's get rid of you lot. There must be a couple more there. Right, I was working on this corner. Those 2 I'd like to leave. This one I believe is done. But have I got any others? No. Okay, so I've only got these ones that are over here near the food. And I'm only doing that, they've only just started these little spots here. And that one's been going a bit longer. This one might be able to go, actually, because all I need to do, once it's gone, I think this might go to dark green. It might become hyper fertile sort of area, maybe. Because beforehand it was kind of like marshlands. And it was kind of shit. But yeah. Should be alright. How's Sky doing? She's probably pretty comfortable. It's probably relatively toasty in here. Yeah, 22 degrees. She's fine. She's happy. What's it? Liza Pie was good. Nice. Did you end up, I know you were having a bit with, the fucking mechanics and stuff for a while. Then, obviously, you get into it and stuff. But, did you find any of, the last few battles or story and stuff like that particularly difficult? Or is it kind of consistently comfortable to play at this point? It's like I said, I kind of missed, the last couple of hours. But, yeah. Nick was looking at it too when you were playing it. He said something about, it reminded him of, the game it reminded him of. I can't fucking remember it. It's not like Skyrim or something like that. There was another one. You've said it several times too, and I'm like, that's kind of what it's like. I can't fucking remember. My memory's so shot at the moment. I literally tried the 3rd fucking prime drink for the, not Bloodborne, no, there's another one. Yeah, I tried the 3rd fucking prime energy, prime fucking drink per the 20 sub goal thing, and I almost immediately threw up. So that was fantastic. That was right before stream, so my brain's kind of like had a refresher, so to speak. It's just like stopped. I've got so much kitchen here. Grim's busy cooking. We're in a blizzard, so we had like this really fucking peaceful week last week. It makes me concerned thinking I'm gonna get attacked at the end of winter, right as I'm trying to get out. Right now, I'm just tactfully trying to figure out what I can deconstruct, and I think I can get rid of this paddoc's electricity. The hospital might need it though. Let's see. Give me power. Yeah, okay, so that's... Alright, so that would only affect that grow room. I could probably... Oh, that and that. I could probably leave that, and I could probably get rid of most of the solar down here. This is going to be so much steel to move. Let's get that out of my face so I can actually see what I'm doing. You doing, Phoenix? I can assure you, as much as you want to sit on them, cannot sit on my boobs while I'm streaming. He's having a